U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
From the 27th, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Dalvin Cook.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is Johnson, he's got it. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Cook on the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins now.
The Panthers.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top. But you're right, big 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kirk Cousins.
Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that one.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph.
Cousins pass.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now Sam Sloman is on. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
The score, Vikings 3, Panthers nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 24 carries, 110 yards in the score.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 4th down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase should lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns. And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Now Cook finally wants the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Darren Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Some troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Johnson on a return. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
3rd and 6.
And that is incomplete. now.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know.
They got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 42.
Complete to DeAndre.
A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Carry for Carolina.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Christian McCaffrey.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 2. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Will be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Anthony Barr brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Vikings 5.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First down.
He'll drop to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
8-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
13 yards.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to...
4-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You think that might be a better
Instead
way
of
to
your
go?
kicker, yeah. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen, 48 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run. Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up second.
Cousins to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Cousins pass.
They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the lead is up to 5. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And the Panther first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll set up a throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
His kick is...
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Vikings 12, Panthers 10.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeremy Chin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
34-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 2. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The Falcons trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Dante Pettis, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The veteran Phillip Rivers with a couple of touchdown passes there. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Complete.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Kyle Rudolph. Incomplete. It's second down and
on second down, Cousins again. Batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chinn. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
it's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
On the play. And it's third
back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
The pass.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Stiff-armed him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good.
Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
On the carry,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And quickly to Thielen here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Again, it's Cousins. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Is no good. That keeps the score Vikings.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done though.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Carry for Carolina. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit